Hello, dear Super family. This is Miss Supranational 2023 Super Chat episode 7. I'm Ivan, and tonight I'm happy to be joined by our next wonderful group of Miss Supranational 2023 candidates representing Canada,
Hi.
Cayman Islands,
Hi.
Curacao,
Hi.
Jamaica,
Hi.
Nigeria,
Hello.
the Bahamas,
Hi.
and Trinidad and Tobago.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. Before we get down to your questions, let me just once again remind our dearest audience that you guys can help your favorite candidates advance to the next round of Miss Supranational 2023 competition by voting for them in the Miss Supranational app. So make sure you've checked out the description box below this video for a voting link, and make sure you've downloaded the Miss Supranational app. Vote for your favorites. They need your support. Now, if you're all ready, it's time for short introductions from our candidates. Hello, Miss Supranational Canada. So good to see you. Can you please briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, my name is Alexa Grant. I'm in my final year of study for my International Bachelor of Business, coming back just now from studying abroad in France. I am a part-time auditor for the environment here in Canada, and I love music. I play 5 instruments, I enjoy singing,
Wow.
and I'm also an advocate for youth empowerment. So I have founded the nonprofit youth-led organization Beyond Our Now.
Great to meet you, Alexa. Here she is, Miss Supranational Cayman Islands. Hello. So great to see you here in this episode of Super Chat. Could you please briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, everyone. Nice to finally meet you, Ivan. My name is Melissa Bridgmahan, and I'm proudly representing the beautiful country of the Cayman Islands, which is representing for the first time on the Supranational pageant international stage. I am a behavior technician, as well as an author of a children's book, and I'm also an advocate for inclusion for people with disabilities. On my free time, I love to spend time with my family, my friends, and go for long walks on the beach. Thank you.
Great meeting you, Melissa, and welcome to the Super Family Cayman Islands. Hello, Miss Supranational Curacao. So happy to see you. Can you please briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. Hi, my name is Andreina de Andrade Pereira. I am 28 years old with a bachelor degree in marketing management. I describe myself as someone who is strong, who is determined, and also who is humble. And I think with my life story, I can for sure inspire and empower many people. And I definitely am someone that looks forward to what the future holds for me.
Great meeting you, Andrea. Hello, Miss Supranational Jamaica. So happy to have you here in our Super Chat episode number 7. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Of course. My name is Thalia Malcolm, and I am representing the beautiful island of Jamaica. I'm 27 years old, a social media strategist and content writer, and I have a Bachelor of Arts from Spelman College, where I study international studies, dance, and women's studies. I absolutely love coffee and tea and making rum cake.
Great meeting you, Talia, and welcome to the Super Family. Here we have Miss Supranational Nigeria 2023. Hello, can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ukatu Genevieve. I'm 20 years old. I'm a student, I'm an actress, and I'm a model. I'm from Nnewi North in Anambra State, a state in Nigeria, which I'm not certain you would know, but yeah.
Great meeting you. Next up to join us and introduce herself is Miss Supranational Bahamas. Hello.
So I am Malik Miranda. I am 22 years old and I'm hailing from the beautiful island nation of the Bahamas. More specifically, I am from Grand Bahama and I am an accountant, a model, and a mental health advocate.
Great meeting you, Malik. And now I'm happy to welcome Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, looking forward to your brief introduction.
Well, I must say it's still such an honor to hear myself being introduced as Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago. I am 27-year-old Kadisha Joseph, and I am happy to be here. It is by profession, I am an reservations agent and I have a bachelor's degree in international relations. I really enjoy spending time getting to know cultures, and one of my favorite things to do is actually travel. So I think it's very fitting along my line of work and by what I studied. One of my fun facts, I truly enjoy watching true crime documentaries. We don't need to go into that any further, but I truly enjoy it. I cannot wait to meet the rest of my super sisters, and I am so happy to be here. Thank you.
Great meeting you, Khadija. Thank you. Thank you. It was lovely to get to know you better. Next up, we have personal questions to each of you. Each of these questions is based on the facts that we've learned from your biographies. It's gonna be exciting. Let's do it. Miss Supranational Canada, Alexa, here's your personal question. Tell us about your experience as an exchange student.
Wow, so exchange has taught me so many things. I think it was a place of learning more than anything. I learned practical things like how to cook or how to order food in French at a restaurant. But most of all, I really learned about myself. I learned that I am a rational risk taker. And one story that comes to mind when I think about this is my experience traveling abroad when it came to Italy. So unexpectedly, me and my friends were left with nowhere to live for a week. And while we scrambled to find our new arrangements, we decided, why not go to Italy? And I thought this was a great idea because I've always wanted to go there. There were some risks because it was a time of crisis for us, and my mom would probably be mad at me, which she was. But in the end, it was an enjoyable experience. I learned so much. I saw historical landmarks, which I've always dreamed of seeing. And in the end, my mom wasn't so mad at me. It also inspired her to travel to Italy as well.
Wow. Wow. I really love that, rational risk taker. I'll remember that for sure.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Melissa, representing the Cayman Islands, here's your personal question. Tell us about the children's book you authored.
Sure. So last year, I wrote a children's book, and the book is called Sean the Spirited Sloth. Sean has ADHD, and through my book, I want to inspire others and just to educate my community about ADHD and how it affects the sloth's life, but also children with ADHD's life. I hope that my book inspires others and is an inspiration to help my community, but not only my local community, but worldwide, to act more inclusive.
Thank you, Melissa. Next up to answer her personal question today is Miss Supranational Curaçao. Adrina, who's your biggest inspiration and why?
Well, my biggest inspiration, I have many actually. We can start with my mom, with my aunts, and also my friends. But one person that definitely that inspires me a lot is Michelle Obama. The reason for this is I really look up to her for how she juggles between her responsibility on being a mom and a first lady, and definitely her leading skills. I think is definitely something that I look up to, and definitely look forward to become as well.
Great inspiration. Thank you, Adrina. Next up is her personal question that were addressed to Miss Supranational Jamaica. Talia, could you tell our audience, please, when are you at your happiest?
I'm at my happiest when I'm dancing. I absolutely feel free and empowered when I even have my solo dance parties at home. My friends know me as the dancer, and it just makes me feel relaxed and relieved. And that's when I feel the happiest.
Wow. Thank you, Talia. Miss Supranational Nigeria, here's your personal question. Why did you decide to study nursing?
Why I decided to study nursing is because I'm a person that loves taking care of sick people, and I believe that as a human beings we have to look after sick people. So that is why I want to study nursing, because my mom was a nurse and watching her take care of people back then when I was young, from when I was small till now, it gave me so much joy. So I feel like this is something I want to do as a person.
Thank you. Malik, Miss Supranational Bahamas, this is your personal question. Tell us about one of the challenges you have had to overcome.
I love talking about this question because it always gives me an opportunity to express this with other people because I feel like it's important. But one challenge that I have had to overcome has been my battle with my mental health, more specifically anxiety disorder, which I was diagnosed with at a very young age. And throughout the years that I've been experiencing this, I had to kind of find ways to cope and to make it easier for myself. And it was through that I discovered how to help other people who are dealing with the same issues to fight their battles as well, which is why it's something that I'm so passionate about and I enjoy talking about it at any given moment.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your story. Khadisha, Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago, here's your personal question. Tell us about one of your biggest dreams.
So, one of my biggest dreams is to be a successful career woman by any means, whether that be by my from the ground up initiative, Little Sisters Big Dreams. It's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. Growing up as a little sister, I fondly remember having so much aspiration set out for me before I could even walk, and having to fill shoes that I was not exactly meant to fill. So it's an honor now to be here, being able to fulfill aspirations and dreams of my own so that I am able to create a similar platform for young women. And I cannot wait to really continue to get into to formulate the work that I've been doing and to see its progress.
What a great dream. Thank you, Khadisha. Miss Supranational 2023 candidates have just answered their personal questions in Super Chat episode 7. Those questions were based on their biographies. Next up, we have a question Miss Supranational fans came up with. Alexa, Miss Supranational Canada, your question from Superfans. How do you embrace your cultural heritage?
I embrace my cultural heritage through being involved in my community because this is where I discovered who I am. My dad, being half Scottish, he taught me a lot about grit and having a free spirit. And my mom, being Filipina, she taught me about having those values, importance of family, and the importance of community. So being involved in Canada's multicultural events, I was able to participate in folk dances, taste different foods from across the world, and just being involved because that is the beauty of what my country offers. We are a cultural mosaic where we have so many opportunities to meet different people and experience so many different roots from across the world because that is what makes us up.
Thank you, Alexa. Melissa, Miss Supranational Cayman Islands, here's your question from Superfans community. What is your favorite thing about the Cayman Islands, and tell us why?
My favorite thing about the Cayman Islands is its diversity. The people are lovely. We have over 100 nationalities represented in the Cayman Islands. And I love how inclusive we are becoming. And it's just exciting to be able to share our Cayman kind with all of the nationalities that we have represented here.
Sounds like a nice place to go. Thank you, Melissa. Miss Supranational Curacao, here's your question from Superfans. If you could change one thing in Curacao, what would it be and why?
That's a very good question. When I would choose, I think I would definitely add community service to our education system. I believe that once at a younger age you can inspire the younger generation to give back and help your community, I think definitely it plays an important role on their education and on their upbringing. So I would definitely add community service to our education system.
Yeah, thanks for your answer. Question from superfans to Miss Supranational Jamaica. Talia, what is one thing people don't realize about your country? And tell us why.
A lot of times people see Jamaica as beautiful landscapes, beaches, and of course we have all that. But I would like to spotlight the people. The people of Jamaica are absolutely amazing. We have such innovators and change makers. And we really need to give them some grace and give them some kudos because they make the country how beautiful it is right now. And I just want other people to realize that as well.
Yeah, thank you, Talia. Mr. Supranational Nigeria, here's your question from superfans. If you could speak to the leader of your country, what would you like to discuss with them?
If I could do that, okay, somebody that believes so much in people doing what makes them happy. Like my project is skill acquisition. I'm very, very passionate about skill. So if I could say one thing to the leader of my country, I would urge him to produce more skill acquisition centers for youths like myself and for people that are even older. So that way people can be more or less unemployed and we can be doing something responsible with our time and not just looking at the government to provide work for us. We can also make something out of ourselves and out of our time. So this is what I would say to him.
Okay, yeah, great answer. Thank you, Nigeria. Miss Supranational Bahamas, here comes your question from Superfans community. What is one thing that you're proud of about your country?
One thing that I am proud of about my country has been the strides that we have been making internationally in literally every aspect of the world. We have people that are doing their best in athletics, for example. We have people who just show what it means to come from such a small island nation and show what it is that we have to contribute, what it is we have to offer. And that makes me so proud all the time. And I'm hoping to become one of those people that can do the same, to show what it is the Bahamas has to offer to the world.
Yeah, thank you. Next up to answer our fan question is Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago. Kadisha, what is your greatest wish for the people of your country?
I wish that we would continue to grow in love. It's something that is so necessary and we all need it, especially our youth. It's such a difficulty growing up in this day and age, and there are so many other factors that have such a negative impact on our lives, especially with the positives, with the negatives of social media. Sometimes that can get to you, and it's so important that we nurture our youth, that we show them that there is so much better out there for them, that they are indeed destined for greatness, and that they are actually capable, more capable than they even realize, to achieve every goal that they have set out for them. And that is my wish.
Thank you, Kadisha. Great candidates, great answers. This is Miss Supranational Super Chat episode 7. Moving on. Next up, we have one general question that we're asking everybody in this lovely group. Get ready. Let's go. Alexa, Miss Supranational Canada, here's your last question for today in this Super Chat episode. One general question that we're asking everybody in the group, one and the same. How do you tell a person who is suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about himself?
I believe that when it comes to self-esteem, it first starts from within. You have to feel confident in your own skin and embrace who you are. And that comes with not letting the opinion of others define you. This is something that takes time and effort, but once you have it, you can truly know who you are and embrace your identity. Just knowing that your opinion matters more than anyone else, it gives a sense of security. And I would tell them to surround yourself with people who bring you up, not pull you down, because at the end of the day, others empower us as well and make us feel good about ourselves.
Very good advice. Thank you, Alexa. Miss Supranational Cayman Islands, this is your turn to answer our today's general question. How do you tell a person who is suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about themselves?
I believe that being your true, authentic self is what really matters. There is no one like me and there is no one like you. And I would tell them that self love is the most important thing. And to know that you are beautiful, you are strong, you are powerful. Beauty is not just only on the outside appearance, but it's also who you are, your personality, and just living your purpose. So I would tell them that just be your authentic self and stand your truth and stand your ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. And our today's last question for you, Andreina, Miss Supranational Curaçao. How would you tell a person who is suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about himself?
Being an empowering teacher, it's definitely something that we encounter every day with our student. What we encourage them to do is to always just love yourself, dedicate time to yourself, know your value, and whenever you see yourself in the mirror, just be as positive as you can. Just admire the beauty that you are as a person, inside and out, and try to dedicate more time in your inner peace, in your inner love. And once you have that under control, once you have that inner love and inner peace, definitely your self-esteem will just boost and you will definitely bloom away and just be the perfect person that you can be.
Yeah, what a great advice. Thank you very much, Andreina. Next up, to answer today's common question is Miss Supranational Jamaica, Talia. How do you tell a person who's suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about themselves?
Well, I can't tell anyone to feel better about themselves because what they're going through is actually beyond my imagination. But what I can do is tell them to seek help, and I can tell them tools like manifestation journaling to help give you an outlet to just let go and give yourself some grace. I think that's very important, is grace.
Very true. Totally agree with you, Talia. Thank you very much. Next up, to answer our today's general question, the one we're asking everybody in this wonderful group, is Miss Supranational Nigeria. How would you tell a person who is suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about himself?
One thing is, no matter what you do in this life, you should, first things first, is to always believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, I don't know who would believe in you. So one thing I would say to the person is actually to just feel that you are good enough. Don't let anything that anybody says to you get you down so that you can start feeling, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I'm not this, I don't have that. Just believe in yourself and everything will be okay. This is what I would say to somebody like that.
Well, yeah, thank you. Great advice. Miss Supranational Bahamas, now it's your turn to answer our today's general question. We're asking everybody in this wonderful group of candidates. How do you tell a person who's suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about himself?
That's an amazing question, actually. When it comes to telling people how to feel better about themselves, I always tell everyone to look inwards at what it is that they value the most about themselves. It doesn't matter about other people's perspectives or opinions of you because that's not your reality. Your reality is what you believe about yourself, and you can always count on you to bring yourself up in that regard. And I think that's such an important thing to always remember, and one of my best advices, one of my best forms of advice.
Yeah, thank you. What a great answer. And now it's Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago who'll answer our today's general question. One and the same we're asking everybody in this lovely group. How would you tell a person who's suffering from low self-esteem to feel better about himself?
I think it's fair to say that at a certain point, we've all been there. And what I've learned along this journey through life, and I'd say what I am continuing to learn, is that there is absolutely no one else in this world that is me and that is like me. And that continues to help me to progress so much in life, It is about knowing and trusting that God has me here for a reason and a purpose. And there's nothing and no one else that can do things the way that you can do. And it's important to also pay attention to your gifts. They were given to you to fulfill that and to live truly in your purpose. And really and truly, individuality and your own uniqueness is what sets us apart. And I hope that you are able to see that. If nothing else today, I hope that my message is clear, that you are valuable and you are important.
Thank you. Great answer. Wow. Brilliant answers. Thank you very much. I'm pretty much sure our audience are now having hard times thinking whom they're going to support in the Miss Supranational app and whom they're going to vote for and help advance to the next round of the competition. Guys, make sure you've downloaded the Miss Supranational app and check out the description box below this video. There's a voting link for episode 7 candidates. That's it for now. See you soon in episode 8 of Miss Supranational 2023 Super Chat. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.